What's happened to this veggie patch, Blaine?
It's actually very sad. We're going to step up project Veggie Garden.
This place is seriously so inspirational. But that's what's so special about this garden.
I want to get into it now.
Let's do it! You look like a scarecrow. Look at them all. Oh, Harvey! We are home back on our farm. We've actually tried quite a few times. What we need to figure out is where to plant everything. What's happened to this veggie patch, Blaine?
It's actually very sad. As you guys know, my veggie garden has turned to nothing. I do have chili still.
Got this sad looking poor tree here. It's got a couple of buds on the top, but yeah, it's looking very sad.
It's just never seemed to perform, has it?
We've never put enough love into it.
The nasturtiums are still here, like they've just taken over. They're kind of like a bit of a weed. But they look good.
They're really pretty.
They were never planted there, they've just come up. So that bird was like right next to me. There's heaps of these little robins around at the moment. We're going to step up project Veggie Garden. As you guys know, it is a mess. We are going to the farm in Byron Bay.
It's a working, sustainable farm, and we're going to go and check it out and get some inspiration today.
Amazing how many bees are actually here at the moment.
Yeah, that's a good
Like,
thing.
I've never seen that many bees around the property.
Well, I think it's a good sign.
It is. Alright, let's go and get some inspiration from the farm.
Yeah. Hi puppies! Aren't these staghorns absolutely beautiful? They just grow almost like a weed, but obviously they're not weeds. But they grow all the way along on the trees. And there's so many. This tree in particular is just covered in them. As well as getting a bit of inspiration on our garden side of things for the farm and like what produce to grow, the farm here has heaps of animals and stuff, and I think it's kind of like on a small scale farming, so I think it'll be a little bit of inspiration as to what kind of animals we'll have on the farm as well. What do you reckon, Blaine?
Definitely.
So we'll see how they're running their animals here. I know they've got cows, pigs, chickens, all that stuff, so we're going to check them out. Hey Codes, you're going to check them out?
We'll go see the pigs.
What is it, Bill? Where's the cow? Where's it? Is it gone? Where's it gone? Let's go find it. What does the cow say? Moo. Yeah, moo.
I see a chicken.
Did you see a chicken? Oh, that's a rooster.
A chicken.
It's a boy chicken, a rooster. What I found? A wishing one. Come over here and make a wish. Yeah, the flower. Gotta blow it. Whee! Blow. Wow! Did you make a wish?
Yeah.
Good. Those birds are very noisy. Again. Blow it this way. Woo! Those birds are so loud. Come on, Bubba.
Yes, not coming.
You're coming? Farmer Coda. Gotta go and check out the actual veggie garden first, or the planting area, and see what they've got planted, and then we'll go and check out the animals. Come on, look at you! Oh, the farming stuff.
I want a shed like this.
Yeah.
With the roller doors.
I love how the roller doors are. That would be amazing.
That's what I want.
A stable.
Stable.
If there's a thing to climb on, he'll climb on it.
And if anyone wants to sponsor us and send us one of these things.
Yep, that would be pretty cool. So they've got sort of like a mixed planting system here. They've got like bananas mixed with are the fruits, and I like it.
Look at that.
Yeah, wow.
Such a little banana tree. So many bananas on it.
So many bananas. They look like ladyfingers.
Yeah, those bunches are really big.
Because they probably put something in the soil for them.
Our ones just grow naturally.
Yeah. So something that's really important when you are farming and living that lifestyle is knowing all about permaculture and how it all works together as a system. So what does it say about this? Permaculture is a system of permanent agriculture with the goal of enabling the coexistence of humans and the natural world of perpetuity. This space here is half an acre. I think with all the space we've got at home,
it's actually pretty exciting when you think that that's half an acre there.
Yeah.
And look how much food and fruit and stuff that can produce.
It's just amazing. That would be my goal, is to see how much we can actually produce from 1 acre. You can't see the bananas? From 1 acre, and then just keep going bigger and bigger and bigger. But start with 1 acre. I think that's what we'll do.
Gardens that are like all over the shop. Like,
yeah, like this, like a mixed garden.
Mixed garden, exactly like that. Not
coexistence.
You know, just got to have a certain thing here, and then you know it only works with other ones. I like it just going a bit crazy like this.
It's really cool. I know you want to see the animals, don't you? And we'll see them soon. We've got fennel growing over here. Bra, there's a bra just there. Lily and Coda call Harvey Bra. It's really cute. It's like brother, bra. But anyway, just so if you hear us calling him Bra, that's why. But yeah, it looks like fennel over here. Maybe ginger or turmeric in there growing together. I just love it. What have you got for mummy? Flower. Oh, I dropped it.
I got it.
Thank you, my beautiful boy. You're such a good boy. And it's time for a hug. He always gives me a hug. A hug and a flower. This is kind of like the size of our front paddock. Hey, Harvey, we should plant out the front paddock.
Yeah.
But look at it. We've just spotted some wild strawberries or raspberries, wild berries, I guess. And we have these growing like crazy at our property. So good to know that's part of the system. What have you guys found? Capsicums and kale.
Where's capsicum?
Look, I'll show you guys.
Capsicums.
Come and have a look at the capsicum.
This is what I envisage, just rows and rows of produce. Along here is my kind of garden. We've got kale growing like crazy, organic kale. How cool is that?
What kind of kale is this?
That looks like curly kale.
I got big honeys.
Did you?
Little bees on flowers, but they had like big orange balls of pollen.
Oh wow.
Flying around like that.
Oh, they collected it that
collecting
much.
pollen.
Wow.
Flower.
This is my dream garden. All this kale. You've got your collards over there, and nasturtia just growing all through it. Look, I got another flower. Oh, thank you, baby. Huggies. Gotta have a huggy. Gotta have a huggy. Every time we have a flower, gotta have a huggy. Oh, thank you. Are you the best farmer? The flower garden is used for aesthetic, medicinal and culinary purposes. This place is seriously so inspirational for me. I just feel like, I just love to have this garden, like something along the lines of this at home.
See that's the thing right there?
Yeah, that's the hospital. That's the, yeah, and guess who was born at that hospital? Guess who was?
I'm watching it.
Lily was born at that hospital. So this is where I actually walked when I was in labour.
Oh.
And trying to bring it on. As I was saying, this is like the most amazing garden. And if I could sort of have half of this type of working garden going, I would just be in heaven. This is just so cool. To be able to grow your own produce and have it from like garden to table and be able to feed your family, that is the ultimate for me. That would just, I think that'd be a really good feeling, knowing where your produce comes from. Here's the gang, they're waiting for us. Come on, Farmer Coda. Some tomatoes in here. We've got all sorts of things. Just everything you can imagine. Zucchinis.
It's one of those gardens that you just walk through it and then you just find things randomly.
Yeah.
Right?
But that's what's so special about this garden. And this is why I want a garden like this. Or when I say garden, a farm.
Remember we had the Veggie Garden going really awesome once. It was just like producing so much food and it was all fenced properly, but it ended up rotting out all the fencing. Like it was we just used old trees that were around.
So we know that the land that we're on is pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely good soil.
And it can grow stuff. So we're excited about that.
I want to get into it now.
Let's do it!
I need a tractor with a plough and I can plough it. Or can I hook up one of the horses and like make them...
Probably not. Oh. Not one of my ones. I'd actually also really love to have like a medicinal plant garden. So grow calendula, comfrey, rosemary, or lavender, all of those things that are medicinal and also help with the bees and stuff like that. So I'd love to have a medicinal plant garden as well as a vegetable produce set up as well. You look like a scarecrow.
Yeah.
Come on, scarecrow.
Look at, I got the stick in it.
You did. Here's the chicken coop. And we've got a little rooster friend here. Look at all the piggies coats. Oh, look at these little baby ones. See the baby one coming over?
The mud.
There's the mud. Oh, you're so cute. Do you like the piggies?
Yeah, look at the little one.
They're so cute. Aren't they the cutest thing? You can't imagine that they'll get that big. They're very good for turning over grass and making lots of mud. Aren't they? Look at this one. Hi, piggies. Oh, aren't they cute coats?
Yeah, I got mud on it. I got mud.
Oh, look. It's rough, isn't it?
There's a good one.
Is he a good one? Good friendly?
Look at that one all muddy.
One half
Love the mud.
muddy.
No muddy.
Yeah. Tails. Hello.
Look at that burying his head in.
Wow.
He's digging up the grass. They're huge. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Just digging in. That one's just, I don't even know, what would you call that? Wallowing in the mud?
Wouldn't you just get sick of being so muddy on
No, they love it.
Nasty mud on your
This is pretty exciting. All of these flow hives. Look at them all. At the moment we don't really do bees or honey because obviously it's not always ethical the way they collect honey, but these flow hives are really cool and I'm going to sort of do some research and find out a little bit more about them because I would love to harvest our own honey if it was friendly to the bees. So the idea of these beehives,
yeah, so see the front there,
yeah,
there, and then on the side there's a viewing window, and then on the other side there's just a hole.
Yeah, and the idea is you don't have to smoke them out.
Yeah, and you know the hive's full when they start to develop a beard around the hole. Also, like if you leave it for like 6 months, you'll notice different colours of honey.
Oh wow.
Different like flowers and stuff.
It's cool. Like if it's winter, whatever's flowering at the time.
Yeah. So like sometimes it'll be real light and sometimes it'll be dark.
Very interesting topic. Honey harvesting, and I definitely want to look into it more.
See that in Tasmania, look at it. It's so cool.
Rabbit!
He's got the funniest one.
Come on, let's go! Am I hungry? I think they sell donuts here, Codes. They might sell donuts. What are you doing? Stop, Harvey! Always a jokester.
Stop.
What is he doing? He's calling out to Mum.
Look, Mum's looking.
Just quietly, someone is super happy up there. Look at him. You've got the bird's eye view up there, Codes. So high up.
Spot everything.
That's a water trough. That's so cool. Donuts. Donuts, Codes.
Want to see?
Wow, look at that. It's a rooster. Say hello. He's pretty, isn't he? For a rooster. Wow, look at you. Brad's gonna help you. He used to work here. So we're just driving through Byron. We're going to head into the shops. We've got to grab a few things. We're making pizzas tonight. Mary's going to help me. Yep. We're going to make homemade bases and just really yummy pizzas. Probably won't show you that, guys, but if you would like... Yeah, that's so cool. But if you would like to see something like a pizza recipe video, let me know. Somebody is super inspired as we are.
Exciting.
It's exciting. So we're going to head home. We've just got so much going through our brains right now. Like, I just want to... I've just got so many ideas flowing right now. And it's exciting when that happens because it's just, it means you're on the right path, in my opinion anyway. There's a lot of things I'd like to do, but we're going to head back to our farm and have a little walk around.
Cody keeps saying, you work here, Dad.
Yeah, he used to work in Byron.
Byron.
Yeah, we're going to head back to our farm and then have a walk around and start planning things out.
Can't wait. Get me home.
Yeah, let's get home back to our farm and have a look around. Show you guys our planting space, and you guys can be involved too. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah,
if you can give us ideas or just be involved in the process of this, because the idea is to create a sustainable garden that we can eat from, but also I'd like to do it sort of more of a community thing as well, so stay tuned. Anyway, we're going to do the shopping and then go back home and talk a little bit more about it when we get home.
Yeah.
That's it, get in the mud. Wow. If you didn't already notice, we are home back on our farm, and we thought we'd go through and just show you guys a bit of a plan of what we have in mind and where we want to grow stuff. But I thought I'd start here because this is our banana little patch that we've already got, and we're going to leave this here because the bananas seem to grow on their own. They just do their own thing here. If we can just put some more stuff like in the soil, I think they'll thrive a lot better. But you can see there are bananas up there. They're just not very, they're not doing the best. And you guys have seen our oranges. We have a big orange tree here. It always fruits. Out the back here we've got more fruit trees. We've actually got a lemon tree up there. Do you want to pick some lemons?
I want to go up.
We're going to pick a couple of lemons just to have, because I want some lemon. Thinking of having like a nice lemon water tonight. Got Lily on my back as per usual. She's always happy on my back. Here's our lemon tree. Got 2 lemons. So here's, yeah, like I said, we've got the lemon tree. We've also got behind here, which is really cool. Just there is a coffee tree. We've got a coffee tree, and this sort of dead looking thing, it's actually not dead, it's a mulberry tree. Wow!
Got another good one.
Alright, that should be enough for now. The rest can keep getting ripe.
Mom.
Thank you, baby. That's such a good farmer. So yeah, coffee tree, mulberry tree, lemon tree, bananas, orange tree behind that. We've got 2 mandarin trees behind the house over there.
Macadamia trees.
We've got a macadamia tree right there.
And we've got another big one over near the mandarins, a huge one.
Yep, this is a mango tree here. So we've already actually got quite a lot of established fruit trees, haven't we, Blaine?
Yeah, definitely have.
And the thing is, we've never really harvest them. Like, they grow and they just drop on the ground, and we never really
do eat them. Like, we do harvest them, like the mandarins.
We're just not really onto it though, the cycle of it all.
I'm still oh, that's a cool one. I'm still learning the bananas. Like,
yeah,
the bananas get to a point where they are looking like kind of ripe, and then
Yeah.
I pick them, hang them up, and do all that. But
Yeah.
then they don't seem to.
Well, they do sometimes. I think it's just a timing thing,
And
but we
the
need to look into it
Yeah,
more.
the tricky bit for us is the bats.
Yeah, the bats get to the stuff before we do. That is actually a peach tree, and you can see the flowers starting to come up on that.
Another big mulberry tree over near the water
Yep.
tank.
Tasty.
Are they going to be tasty?
Thank you very much.
So this tree here is a custard apple. That is a citrus tree of some sort, but I don't really know.
Go.
Coda's grabbing his motorbike. Come on, Bubba. You got your motorbike? You can ride it down the hill. This is looking really sad, but that tree there is a kaffir lime. So that's kind of like the tropical fruit plantation area, I guess you could say, if that's what you would call it. That must be where the previous owners planted, because it gets a good amount of sun there, and also they just seem to grow really well there.
When we built our own veggie garden, I used pine trees from up the back, and I put timber. We actually have pictures of it.
Yeah.
Of chicken wire.
It was such a good garden.
This whole area was like this big
We
square.
dug it all out.
And things were just thriving in there. They were growing so well. We had so many beans and zucchinis and cucumbers and everything. And the timber ended up rotting out over, like, it took a fair few
Come over
years.
here, Bubba.
And so I pulled it all down, and then I just had some old timber and stuff and old tin laying around, so I just made those ones just roughly there.
Yeah.
I need to redo them all.
So that's our raised beds there. We've got 2 raised beds already in the ground. Blaine's going to clean them out. We've actually tried quite a few times, and you guys probably remember from previous vlogs, probably maybe 12 months ago, we did actually plant it out again. The kids did it as like a homeschooling thing, but they just didn't seem to grow. I think we probably didn't put enough effort into it. We're hoping this time around we'll plant according to the seasons and according to the season and all of that sort of thing. Oh, thank you. And hopefully they will survive this time. Yeah, this is going to be planted out with maybe herbs, kind of like what we saw this morning at the farm. What is he doing? Practicing his baseball. And there's my pony. Hey, Kaz. I'll come and get you soon. We'll go have a play. Hi. What we need to figure out is where to plant everything. So this grassed area here, I don't know whether we should plant this out. I'll show you.
Nah, this is my playing field. This is my football area.
Cricket,
cricket,
pitch. Yeah.
everything. So I like this area, so I don't think I'll ever plant this out. If
Yep.
we're ever planting, well, when we do plant the veggies, it's going to be in that paddock down there with the round yard.
Alright, so this paddock here is probably about, would you say, like 2 and a bit acres?
Oh, yeah.
At least. So we're going to plant most of this out. It is a really good paddock, and it seems a bit of a shame, but that's what I'm thinking is going to be a really good paddock to grow stuff. And also the front paddock.
Yeah, front paddock's perfect. The front paddock does hold a bit of water, so we have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
It would be good to get some fill in and build it up, so that
Yeah.
doesn't happen. But yeah, the front paddock is amazing as
Yeah.
well. That's really flat.
It might be a good starting point, the front paddock.
See, this paddock's good because the water drains off it really well.
Yeah.
So
And it has previously been a farm of coffee beans. Hi, Mr.
Hey,
Farmer.
you cheeky boy. You checking your farming gate.
So as you can see, guys, we have a lot of space to grow stuff and a lot of like, it's a blank canvas.
Yeah.
So we'd love any of your help, any of your advice on where to plant things, what to do, what to plant as well.
Yeah.
That's pretty much our farm. We've showed you what our dream farm would look like, and we'll draw on that for inspiration, I think.
Yeah.
And we'll start getting it happening. I'm really excited. Can't wait.
You got to keep in mind that we are in a very humid climate, so
Yes. Tropical.
we need things that we can plant that are going to thrive in those conditions. So.
Yeah. Alright guys, I think we're going to end the vlog now because the battery light is flashing, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. It was...
You want to talk tea?
You want to say goodbye? Subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, don't forget to
Live, love and respect.
bye!
Whoa.